David Beckham sparked controversy by agreeing to endorse the Qatar World Cup. Former England and Manchester United star David Beckham has reportedly left organisers of the Qatar World Cup disappointed by what he has offered in his ambassadorial role. Beckham was paid a mammoth sum to front up the region's first ever major football tournament, but criticism has still been fierce during the course of the tournament. Qatari officials, FIFA President Gianni Infantino and even pundit Gary Neville have all had to face awkward questions about the host nation. Issues have been raised over laws criminalizing homosexuality, migrant worker deaths and human rights abuses, with former FIFA boss Sepp Blatter admitting that awarding them the tournament was a mistake. Beckham was signed up to represent Qatar more than 2 years ago at a reported cost of over £120 million. His face can be seen in various locations on billboards around Qatar, and he has popped up throughout the tournament, but, according to the New York Times, bosses are exasperated over his reluctance to face questions on awkward issues. For such a huge fee to promote Qatar and their interest, many figures of authority feel as though the country hasn't received a good return on investment, and Beckham has shied away from addressing issues that have invited scrutiny in recent months. Qatari chiefs were angered even further earlier this year when Beckham was visited by Neville in the Middle East. The ex-Man United right-back took a break from filming a documentary on the World Cup, which includes coverage of subjects such as the nation's human rights record, to talk with his old teammate, but Beckham's camp resisted any attempts to address touchy issues. The radio silence from Beckham was supposedly noted by those in Qatar, who thought that it would have been the most favorable environment in which to say his piece given the remote possibility of Neville putting his former partner in crime to the sword. Not only has Beckham's arrangement annoyed World Cup organizers, but former high-profile players who are involved in ambassadorial capacities have reportedly been riled up by a sense of special treatment. The likes of Xavi and Cafu, who both won the World Cup with Spain and Brazil respectively, are involved in the group hired to promote Qatar. The huge money involved in Beckham's deal was also a source of tension when other former players, and huge stars in their own right, came to negotiate terms. Despite claims of unhappiness on Qatar's end, Beckham's publicist responded to TNYT and played down notions that the former England captain had made himself unavailable. David has been involved in a number of World Cups and other major international tournaments both as a player and an ambassador, and he has always believed that sport has the power to be a force for good in the world, the brief statement read. We understand that there are different and strongly held views about engagement in the Middle East, but see it as positive that debate about the key issues has been stimulated directly by the first World Cup being held in the region. We hope that these conversations will lead to greater understanding and empathy toward all people, and that progress will be achieved. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.